All right, we're now transitioning. The next set of problems are ones that we got right more often than wrong. Go to 19. 51% got this right. Number 19, 51%. I do know I had a lot of people ask me questions on this one. It says a series is given by this equation. S of k, pause. What does S of k mean? With the S, the sum. The sum would equal, now A1 just means first term plus second term minus plus minus, all these terms. So if you added them all up, you get a sum. That's all that means. And that's why they call it a series. A series means it comes to a sum. What is the value of the 12th term of the series? Am I asking you to find the sum?
No.
No, I'm asking you to find 12th term would mean what? What symbol? A12. So go to your formula chart. This is a series, so I'm going to go to sequences and series, and I'm going to use either the nth term for either arithmetic or geometric, one of these two. This one does not tell us. We have to determine, is this arithmetic or geometric? I check arithmetic first. I'm going to look at A3, then A4. If it's arithmetic, that means you add or subtract to get from each term. Okay, if you are going to add a number, ballpark it for me. Number 3, ballpark just means round. Doesn't have to be exact. If you start at negative 25 and you get to 20.48, what did you have to add to get from this one to this one? Just round, roughly. It's a negative 25 to positive 20.
Oh, negative.
So it's more than 5. About how many? About 45. 25 to get you to 0, 20 more to get you here. About 45. So I'm going to just do squigglies, approximately plus 45. Now let's see if this is correct. If that's correct, that means the next term would come from adding 45. Whoops. 45. Okay, 20 plus 45 is roughly 65. Is that what this term is? Yes or no? Is that 65? You know what we just discovered?
No.
This is not arithmetic. So if it's not arithmetic, what must it be? Yeah, now if it were real world, there's other options. But for what the state says pre-calculus is you have to know arithmetic and you have to know geometric. That's what this P.5e is saying. 5e means you have to know geometric. Okay, so they don't put in there you have to know quadratic and this and that and that. But they say you need to know for pre-calculus. What defines pre-calculus? Arithmetic and geometric. So the other stuff I showed you this year was bonus. So now let's go and get the geometric formula. AN, can y'all call it off to me? AN equals, you got a formula chart in front of you? AN equals A1 R N to, do you have to have A1?
No.
No. Can I use A3?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I use A3 though, how does it change the formula?
The 1 minus 3.
Okay, and this time I'm not going to have some random n. What's our n going to be?
12.
12. So we're going to say A12 equals A3. I'm going to substitute here. A3 is negative 25.6. It's going to multiply times R, so I'll do a parentheses. I'm going to skip it for a second. And then the power, I'm not going to put an n. What is n? 12. I'm going to put a 12 there. So now here's the question. How do you find an R?
Second divided by,
The second they give you divided by the first. So our R is going to, and it doesn't matter which ones you choose. It doesn't have to be literally the second divided by the first, but just the second number you see divided by the first number. We are going to use that right there. So let's go to our calculator and figure out what that is for R. .48 divided by negative 25.6 is negative 0.8. If you want it as a fraction, you can press the fraction button. It doesn't matter which way you use this. There's the fraction button over there on the left in blue. So negative 4/5. That's what I'm saying my R is. (4/5). All right, now we'll plug this in to find A12. You could type in A12, you don't have to, but if you type it in, you literally just press A, then 1, 2. And a Desmos will automatically make it A12 like that. Whoops, A2 equals, I already forgot. Oh, negative, what's the number? 20,
25.6.
okay, times, or (4/5) to the power of,
N minus 3.
not n minus, that's what we do if we were finding the sum, you would leave the n, but we know what n is, we're not finding the sum. So n is 12, so it'd be 12 minus 3. There you go. So the answer is 3.44. Yep, 3.44. Answer would be C. Okay, I'm going to say that again. The reason I substituted in is we're not doing a sum. If you're doing a sum with sigma, you leave n in the formula alone. Okay, so if you're not doing a sum, you plug in n. If you are doing a sum, you leave in as it is. That's number 19.